But when you make a statement that there aren't criminal elements at the encampment, I'm pushing back.
I did not say there aren't. I just said not all, and there are some there
No
that
one's saying that they're
have
all.
not come from this lifestyle. I did not say they all are there. I did not say there are not criminal element there. I know that it's obvious,
But York,
right?
this isn't all of the individual people experiencing homelessness in one encampment. You have to follow by the rules of the leadership of that encampment. There are still many seniors sleeping in their car. I met with 2 yesterday.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say. It's not just the encampment that is this issue.
No,
it is much
problem.
wider
Yet,
than that. There's homeless that we don't see. There's couch surfers.
Yeah.
And I mean, the bottom line is, like we talked about when we opened the show, the temperatures dropped to below 0 at night now. These are human beings that are outside.
So why,
and it's
again,
more than just the encampment. Let's spread it out.
Why are all the advocates focusing on supporting the 20 individuals in the encampment and aren't focused at helping Transition House change the culture so that we can get some of those seniors into those rooms in Transition House? Why aren't the advocates actually working for some of the individuals who don't have drug issues, who aren't involved in a criminal lifestyle, to advocate for them? Why are we focusing all of our efforts of advocating on the individuals who are breaking the law? Why aren't we helping the individuals that want to hand up?
I don't know that they're not. I will ask those questions.
I would say that the reality of my life, and as sitting at the mayor, is that from what I can see in my vantage point, when I see the pizzas, when I see the food, when I see the dinners, when I see all of the support that the encampment's getting, it's pretty upsetting. I know it is for the seniors sleeping in their car going, well, where's ours? Do we have to go live underneath individuals who, because to go to the encampment, you got to follow the rules of the leadership. And that leadership is a criminal element. So now, in order for seniors living in their car to go get support from the advocates, they have to go submit themselves to the encampment rules. They don't feel safe at Transition House. They don't feel safe at the encampment, but all the advocacy work is at the encampment. So again, what should this government do? Well, this government's doing everything it can within its scope of power. The county is doing everything it can within its scope of power. And I turn back and I look at the advocacy and I look at the agencies and I look at the players out there and going, hey guys, I know you all mean very well. And I know you want the best for the individuals on the street and you want to help the vulnerable individuals. But supporting them in an illegal encampment while creating a complete void and empty space in our current system isn't going to help anything. If you want to help, come to the table. Let's work with the agencies. Let's work with the board of directors at Transition. Let's work with United Way. Let's work with 5 counties. Let's work with Habitat for Humanity. Agencies that actually have accountability, that have professionals and experience, that have a proven model that works. Let's work with agencies that have a track record. Let's focus on the county social services. They're not adequate, not my opinion. That's the opinion of some of the advocates. Okay, but then you have to work with the agencies at the county level, which means working with, not yelling at, not disrespecting, not throwing them under the bus at the earliest possible opportunity, but building a mutually beneficial working relationship between advocates and agencies that actually allow that change. But when you are facing advocacy that is extreme, that is all or nothing, that uses black or white thinking, you're either for us or against us, well, you don't get to have a seat at the table that actually is where the change is made. And I think that goes very back to a state of advocacy that we need to talk about. Advocates are needed. It's part and parcel of how we change our society for the better. But when you're an advocate, you have 2 options. You can be an advocate within the system, or you can be an advocate outside of the system. And there's a role for both of those. Unfortunately, I think too many people have forgotten that when you're an advocate outside of the system, there's a lot of freedom there. You can do what you want, say what you want, be what you want. That's great. We need those people. But they don't have the rule structure or organizational responsibilities that the people within the system have.